Have you ever stopped to think about what truly defines us and how we navigate the complexities of life? Life is filled with uncertainties and trials, bringing stress, emotional struggles, and complicated relationships that often seem impossible to untangle. Amidst these challenges, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism stands as a beacon of wisdom, offering us resilience and tranquility. It is more than just a way of thinking, it is a profound reflection of human nature. When we immerse ourselves in Stoic teachings, we uncover timeless truths about humanity that help us understand ourselves and others. These insights, though sometimes difficult to accept, are essential for cultivating compassion and inner peace. They encourage us to embrace tolerance, develop empathy, and recognize the intrinsic value in every individual. Join us on a journey through 10 fundamental truths about human nature as seen through the lens of Stoic wisdom. Each of these truths is a stepping stone guiding us towards self-improvement and growth. This exploration is not just about finding serenity, but also about discovering the strength within ourselves. Let Stoicism be your compass, providing stability and clarity amid life's storms. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey? Together, we will uncover the secrets to a more meaningful and balanced life. Let's begin by delving into the powerful principles of Stoic philosophy, recognizing that each truth holds the key to deeper understanding and genuine connection. 1. The power of experience in shaping us. Have you ever reflected on how your experiences have molded you into the person you are today? Stoicism teaches us that every moment we endure leaves an imprint, shaping our thoughts, actions, and perceptions of the world. Our experiences serve as the foundation of our identity. Joy, sorrow, triumphs, and failures alike all contribute to who we become. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, stated, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them." This reminds us that our interpretations of experiences define our reactions and ultimately shape our character. Consider the life of Jesus Christ. He encountered betrayal, suffering, and adversity, yet responded with boundless love, patience, and forgiveness. His journey exemplifies the power of resilience and faith in overcoming hardship. Just as fire strengthens steel, adversity refines our spirit. Many of our greatest lessons arise from pain, leading to profound personal growth. Stoic wisdom encourages us to embrace all experiences with composure and an open heart. When we accept challenges as opportunities to learn, we no longer resist hardship, but welcome it. We understand that every struggle serves a purpose, making us wiser and more resilient. While we cannot always control external events, we can control our responses. By perceiving life as a continuous journey of growth, we cultivate inner strength and peace. Let your experiences be a guiding force, helping you evolve into the best version of yourself. Understanding different communication styles. Have you ever noticed how some people communicate softly while others are more straightforward? Our communication styles are a reflection of who we are, influenced by our environment, upbringing, and personal experiences. To live harmoniously, Stoicism teaches us to respect and accept these differences. Think about the way you speak with a close friend compared to a new acquaintance. With friends, conversations often flow freely, but with unfamiliar individuals, interactions may be more cautious. This contrast can sometimes cause confusion, but it also presents an opportunity for understanding. As Jesus said, "Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." This profound teaching reminds us to approach differences with kindness and patience. Each individual has their unique way of expressing themselves, shaped by their own journey. By practicing empathy and open-mindedness, we foster deeper connections and cultivate inner peace. By acknowledging and appreciating diverse communication styles, we create a world where understanding thrives. Instead of being frustrated by differing approaches, we learn to navigate them with wisdom. Through Stoic principles, we can master the art of patience and connection, leading to more fulfilling relationships. Love and empathy are the fundamental bridges that allow us to overcome our differences and connect on a deeper level. Have you ever considered that the way people communicate is a reflection of the incredible richness and diversity of humanity? Each unique style of expression carries meaning, depth, and cultural significance, contributing to the grand tapestry of human connection. Rather than resisting these differences, we should embrace them as valuable insights into the many ways people understand and interact with the world. By opening our hearts to this diversity, we not only enhance our personal relationships, but also cultivate wisdom and compassion, two virtues that have been upheld by Stoic philosophy for centuries. Every individual's way of communicating is part of a larger, intricate pattern that makes up our shared humanity. When we learn to accept and respect these differences, we gain a deeper appreciation for the beauty and meaning they bring to our lives. Accepting the diversity in communication styles is the first step toward a profound journey of understanding and empathy. Every word spoken, every gesture made holds significance. Our role is not only to hear with our ears, but to listen with our hearts. It is through this deep sense of respect and compassion that we can truly connect with others and make the world a more harmonious place. This concept has been echoed for thousands of years in the teachings of Stoic philosophers and spiritual figures like Jesus, who emphasized love, patience, and acceptance as guiding principles for a fulfilling life. Diverse reactions to stress. In life, stress is inevitable. Every person responds to pressure in a unique way, and this diversity is an essential aspect of human nature. From a Stoic perspective, the goal is not to avoid stress altogether, but rather to develop the ability to manage and navigate it effectively. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever wondered why some people remain composed in difficult situations while others are easily overwhelmed? This difference in reaction stems from an individual's experiences, values, and coping mechanisms. Consider a common scenario in the workplace. When faced with a major project, one person may feel excited, seeing it as an opportunity to showcase their skills and grow professionally. Another may feel intense anxiety, fearing failure or judgment. These contrasting responses do not indicate weakness or strength, but simply reflect the diversity of human nature. Jesus once said, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me." This statement highlights the importance of faith and patience in overcoming life's challenges. When we place trust in ourselves and align with noble values, we find the resilience needed to confront stress without being consumed by it. Instead of judging others for how they handle stress, ask yourself, how can I support them? Empathy and mutual encouragement create strong, united communities. The true essence of human connection is revealed during difficult times when we recognize the value of solidarity and understanding. You may wonder, how can I apply this philosophy in my daily life? The answer lies in small, intentional steps. When faced with stress, take a pause, inhale deeply and ask yourself, is this truly important? What lesson can I gain from this experience? By practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, we transform stress into opportunities for growth and wisdom. The nature of judgment. As we navigate life, one undeniable truth emerges. We all possess an inherent tendency to judge. This ability, when guided by wisdom, allows us to make decisions and form perspectives. However, unchecked judgment can lead to misunderstandings, biases, and missed opportunities for connection. From the mundane choices of daily life, such as selecting what to eat for breakfast, to the significant decisions that shape our future, judgment plays a central role. But have you ever stopped to ask why we judge so naturally? It stems from a deep-seated instinct to protect ourselves and maintain a sense of control over our environment. Yet, not all judgments lead to clarity or positive outcomes. At times, they cause us to overlook the deeper values and complexities that exist within each individual. Imagine walking down the street and seeing a beggar. Your first instinct might be to assume they are lazy or incapable of taking care of themselves. However, pausing to reflect might reveal a much more intricate reality, one shaped by circumstances beyond their control. Jesus taught, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged." This wisdom urges us to practice compassion before forming conclusions about others. His powerful lesson, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone," is not merely a call for mercy, but a profound reminder of our own fallibility. Similarly, Stoic philosophy advises us to shift our focus inward. Instead of attempting to control or critique others, we should strive to govern our own thoughts and actions. True wisdom lies not in quick judgment, but in self-reflection and understanding. By integrating these perspectives into our daily lives, we cultivate an environment of patience, acceptance, and empathy. Through love, wisdom, and a commitment to personal growth, we strengthen the bonds of human connection and pave the way for a more compassionate world. Our natural ability to judge is both a gift and a challenge. It enables us to swiftly interpret our surroundings and respond accordingly. Yet it can also lead to biases and misconceptions. Stoic philosophy encourages us to pause, reflect, and exercise discernment. Ask yourself, is my judgment truly fair? Do I have all the necessary information to form an accurate perception of this person? Rather than rushing to conclusions, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate understanding and empathy. True judgment is best accompanied by reflection and compassion, for every individual carries their own unique story. When we open our hearts and truly listen, we uncover the inherent value and beauty within each person. By doing so, we not only grow wiser, but also nurture a life filled with kindness and understanding. Now, let's transition to the fourth key insight on our journey of self-discovery and mastery. But before we do, let me ask you this. Have you ever experienced an inexplicable sense of anxiety, even when there's no immediate cause for fear? This brings us to our next crucial lesson, the universality of insecurity. Insecurity is an unavoidable part of the human experience, often clouding our peace of mind like a storm on the horizon. As a proponent of Stoic philosophy, I believe that recognizing and embracing insecurity is the first step toward achieving true inner peace. Common insecurities stem from multiple sources: concerns about the future, fear of failure, and doubts about our own worth. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us that it is not our insecurities themselves that define us, but rather how we choose to confront them. Consider a person who constantly fears job loss, doubting their own abilities and dreading replacement. This anxiety not only diminishes their performance, but also erodes their confidence and overall well-being. However, by embracing Stoic principles, they can shift their focus from worrying about uncontrollable factors to improving their skills and maximizing their efforts within their sphere of influence. Similarly, Jesus once said, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." Each day has enough trouble of its own. This sentiment aligns closely with Stoic thought, emphasizing the power of living in the present and freeing ourselves from the burden of future anxieties. What are your thoughts on incorporating Stoic wisdom into daily life? Do you often struggle with insecurities about things beyond your control? How might you reframe your response to these concerns? Your insights could serve as a source of inspiration and growth for others. Share your reflections in the comments below and join the discussion. Before we move on to lesson number 6, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. We are now halfway through this enlightening journey, and your presence here, listening, learning, and engaging, is truly invaluable. Each moment offers an opportunity to grow, and I deeply appreciate your willingness to explore these ideas with me. To help spread these profound lessons even further, please consider hitting the like button and sharing this video. Every share, no matter how small, contributes to a greater understanding, just like the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. And remember, lesson number 6 awaits in the next section, filled with more life-changing insights. Once again, thank you for being part of this journey. Now let me pose a thought-provoking question. Have you ever wondered why in relationships, whether personal, romantic, or professional, people often act out of self-interest? This behavior is not necessarily selfishness, but rather an intrinsic part of human nature. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "Men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then, or bear with them." This reminds us that self-interest is inherent in all of us, and instead of resisting it, we should learn to navigate and channel it wisely. Self-interest manifests in various ways. In love, we seek security, understanding, and companionship. In the workplace, we strive for recognition, growth, and fair compensation. In every connection, there exists a fundamental desire to fulfill personal needs. By acknowledging and understanding this reality, we can approach relationships with greater wisdom and balance. Let's continue this exploration together as we uncover more about human nature and how Stoic principles can guide us toward deeper fulfillment. This is why we build connections, engage with others, and nurture relationships. Jesus taught, "Love your neighbor as yourself." Loving others does not mean neglecting personal needs, but rather finding a balance between self-care and caring for others. Understanding that self-interest is part of human nature allows us to channel it toward fostering stronger and more meaningful relationships. Consider your current relationships. Are your actions solely driven by personal gain, or are you striving to align your interests with those of others? Self-interest isn't inherently negative. It encourages personal growth, self-improvement, and often inspires us to help those around us. By acknowledging and embracing self-interest, we can transform it into a force that strengthens and sustains lasting relationships. When we learn to love both ourselves and others in harmony, self-interest ceases to be an obstacle and instead becomes a driving force for mutual growth and support. 7. Understanding projection. Have you ever caught yourself judging others based on your own thoughts and emotions? This psychological phenomenon, known as projection, is something Stoic philosophers have long explored. Projecting our emotions onto others is a common pitfall that distorts our perception of reality. When we feel anxious, we may assume others feel the same. When we are angry, we might believe others harbor ill intentions. This misperception leads to misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. For example, if you are feeling overwhelmed at work, you might misinterpret a colleague's quietness as indifference when, in reality, they may be dealing with their own struggles. Projection not only skews our judgment, but also limits our ability to empathize and connect with others. Stoic wisdom teaches that avoiding projection requires self-awareness and emotional discipline. We must learn to separate our emotions from objective reality in order to assess situations with clarity. Similarly, Jesus taught the importance of understanding and empathy. Love your neighbor as yourself encourages us to consider others' experiences without preconceived judgments. Have you ever felt misunderstood because of your own projections? How can you cultivate greater self-awareness and strengthen your relationships? Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments. 8. Embracing diverse values. Each of us holds values shaped by unique experiences, beliefs, and environments. This diversity enriches our perspectives, but also challenges us to accept and respect differences. The worth of an individual is not always immediately visible, but it profoundly influences their decisions and actions. Jesus reminded us, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged." This teaching highlights that everyone follows their own path, encountering different struggles and lessons. Imagine working alongside someone with contrasting values. They may prioritize career growth and financial success, while you value peace and family. Instead of passing judgment or attempting to change them, seek to understand and appreciate their perspective. By doing so, you foster stronger connections and broaden your understanding of the world. Ask yourself, how can I learn from the values of others? How might different perspectives contribute to my own growth? Recognizing diverse values expands our worldview and unveils new dimensions of life. Accepting that others may not share your beliefs is a fundamental Stoic principle. Every individual's journey contributes to collective human progress. By respecting and learning from different values, we align with Stoic wisdom and cultivate deeper peace and fulfillment. Ultimately, diversity in values is not a weakness, but a profound strength. It enriches our lives and fosters personal growth, deepening our self-discovery and our understanding of the world. Since each individual holds unique values, we are naturally driven by different motivations. This is not only a self-evident truth, but also a fundamental aspect of human nature. Stoic philosophers emphasize that acknowledging and accepting these differences is essential for harmonious living and mutual respect. Each person's motivations stem from their values, beliefs, and personal experiences. For some, success in their career may be the driving force, while for others, love and family hold the highest priority. Consider the life of Jesus, who dedicated himself to preaching love and salvation. His purpose was not rooted in material gain or worldly power, but in selfless compassion and devotion to humanity. His sacrifice and noble mission illustrate how distinct values shape individual goals. However, variations in motivation are not limited to lofty ideals or distant aspirations. In daily life, personal motivations often conflict. An employee may struggle under the pressure of workplace demands while striving to maintain a healthy balance between work and family. In such instances, how do we reconcile these differences? Stoic philosophy teaches that rather than imposing our motivations on others, we should cultivate empathy and understanding. By respecting individual aspirations and seeking equilibrium in our relationships, we can build a more cohesive and harmonious community. Ask yourself, what motivates you? Are you willing to recognize and honor the motivations of those around you? Let these reflections guide you toward deeper understanding and harmony. What forges the strongest bond between people? According to Stoic philosophy, it is empathy and understanding. In life's complexity and challenges, the ability to see from another's perspective is not just a noble trait. It is a powerful force that fosters meaningful and enduring relationships. Empathy is more than acknowledging others' emotions. It requires sincere engagement and response. Imagine being with a close friend experiencing loss. Simply listening, sharing their burden, and feeling their pain provides immense comfort and strength, not only to them, but also to yourself. Jesus embodied the power of empathy through his teachings and actions. Love your neighbor as yourself is not just ethical guidance, but a principle that fosters profound human connections. By practicing love and empathy as he did, we become better versions of ourselves and contribute to a more compassionate world. Consider this. When was the last time you truly listened and sought to understand someone? Empathy does not demand solutions to every problem. It requires presence and a willingness to share the weight of another's struggles. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By dedicating time to truly hear others, we unlock doors that neither intelligence nor talent alone can open. In today's world, where loneliness and isolation are increasingly prevalent, empathy and understanding serve as the most powerful remedies. Let the wisdom of Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus illuminate your path, guiding you to cultivate deep and meaningful relationships that enrich both your life and the lives of those around you. The exploration of the 10 fundamental truths about human nature through the lens of Stoicism has opened a new doorway to greater understanding and acceptance.